This video is going to explain positive response. Positive response is a program Digger's Hotline implemented, which allows utility locators to provide the field locate status information back to the Digger's Hotline system so excavators can view the status of their locates. Excavators will view this information through either one of the online ticket searching portals, or they will also receive an automated email response from the system as long as an email address is provided with their ticket. It is important to note that positive response is a voluntary program here in Wisconsin because there is no statutory requirement that says utilities have to provide this information. Because it is voluntary, certain utility companies will opt to provide the information, other companies may choose not to. If you want to search for the information yourself, you simply go to diggershotline.com. At the top, you will see an option for ticket search. Click on that. You will come to a page that explains the ticket searching. And here at the bottom is a link to open up the Digger's Hotline portal. When you click that link, you'll be brought to the generic main portal page, where you will see an option for Find Tickets in the upper left-hand corner. Click on that Find Tickets option. That will open up our ticket search window. You simply put in the ticket number of the ticket you want to search, hit the search button here, and it will display that ticket over in the right-hand side. If you scroll down, you will find the positive response information below the members notified list. The positive response section of the ticket view will contain quite a bit of information. It will show you the status as of the date and time that you are searching. It will show the actual locate status in this column, a member code, which is what we assign the utility company, the name of the utility company, what type of facilities they're locating, as well as a phone number. And this phone number will also match the phone numbers up here in the members notified list. That is a phone number to the utility locators typically. It will also show the date and time of when the status was provided by that utility company into the system. The color coding of the responses, as well as what the specific responses mean, I will explain a little bit later on in the video. In addition to being able to view positive response through one of the online ticket search portals, Digger's Hotline will also send an automated email response to you which shows your positive response information. To receive this automated email response, you must provide an email address to our system when you are submitting your ticket. Either provide your email address to the operator when you are providing the ticket information to them, or if you are using one of the online portals, the DIY portal or the Portal-Lite, we will automatically have your email address because you are using the online portal for ticket filing. The Digger's Hotline system will generate an automated email for positive response at one of two times. We will send you an automated email if all of the utilities have responded prior to your start date and time. So for example, if you have 3 utility companies on your ticket and all 3 of those companies provide positive response information for your ticket prior to your start date and time, we will send you an automated email showing you that positive response status at that time before your start date and time. If any of the utility companies on your ticket do not respond or do not provide positive response information prior to your start date and time, we will send you a snapshot of all of the positive responses at the start date and time of your ticket. Just as when you search for your ticket information in one of the online ticket searching portals, the positive response email will also have your response status, color-coded, the member code, the member name, the facility type, and the phone number. So it contains the same information that you would see if you were searching in our ticket search. It also shows you some of your ticket information up here at the top, has a link that you can click on to view your ticket in our system, as well as has other information here at the bottom, in some cases about positive response, in others it does explain to you what to do if a member company does not respond to your ticket by your start date and time. So what do the various response statuses actually mean that you see here in the positive response area of the search? Well, there's a list of positive response options that the utility locators can provide back into the system, or that our system might generate on its own depending upon the circumstance. I will go through the list of these responses. The first one is marked complete. Marked complete status means the locator has been out to your work site, located the underground lines with paint or flags, and they consider their work to be done. So for that utility company, the area has been marked out at your work site using paint or flags. No conflict complete means that locator has taken a look at your ticket information and been out to the work site or looked at the maps the utilities provide and determined that there are no underground lines for that utility company at your work site. So for that utility company, they consider there to be no conflict between you and the underground lines, and they consider their work to be complete for that utility company as well. System cleared complete is an option that utility companies can use if they have a software that checks tickets against their actual mapping underground line database. If their software system determines that your work site does not have any underground lines in it, they can provide a response back that says this ticket was system cleared and is now complete. If you see a locate status of no response, that means that utility company is participating in positive response, but they have not sent a response back to our system yet for your ticket. So there is no response at that time. You may see an option of not marked response pending. That is a response provided by the locator to let you know that your area has not been marked as of yet, and the response is still coming. They've gotten your ticket, they know they need to respond to it, they haven't responded yet, so the response is pending. You may also see one that says ongoing working with excavator. That means that the locator has responded and said that they are working with you to get those locates done at a certain point in time. So there's ongoing work between you and that locator regarding that ticket. You may also see not marked delay. Typically this is going to be used in weather situations. The locator is going to respond back to the system saying the area is not marked out and there is a delay for some reason. Generally speaking, this will be used, for example, if there's a snowstorm. You file your ticket, you need your ticket located by the start date and time, but we get some inclement weather, typically in winter, that's resulted in locating not being able to get done. They will tag it as not marked with a delay. You may see a locate status of canceled, corrected, or updated. That is an automated response that our system will generate if you, for example, submit a ticket, realize there's a mistake, and need to either correct, cancel, or update that ticket, so that now the ticket that you're searching really isn't the one that's being used anymore because it's been either canceled, corrected, or updated to a new ticket. So if you do any of those three options, we will automatically tag the ticket that you are canceling, correcting, or updating with that status so that locators will no longer have to provide a status for that ticket. They're going to move on to the new ticket number that you've updated or corrected to. And lastly, you may see a response status of not participating. That is how we designate companies that are choosing not to volunteer to provide positive response information. So if a utility company has decided they don't want to provide positive response information into our system, we will tag them as not participating in the status, and that way you know very clearly you will not be getting positive response information for that utility company. In addition to the various response status options that I just explained, we also color code the responses here in the positive response area. There are three colors that you'll see. You'll see red, black, and green colored text. If you see a response colored red, it means that member company is participating in positive response. However, it means they are responding in one of two ways. Either they have not responded yet to your ticket, in which case the status will say no response, or they have responded with a response that does not close the ticket. Going back to those response options that I discussed earlier, that might be a response of not marked, response pending, ongoing, working with excavator, or not marked due to a delay. It's a response that does not close that ticket yet. Black text is designated for those companies that are not participating. So every company that is opting to not participate with positive response and not provide that information at all will have just black text as well as the status of not participating. The green text signifies the company is participating in positive response and they have provided a response code that is complete. No conflict complete, marked complete, system cleared complete. Those response statuses will always be designated with a green text so you know that those companies have completed their work as far as your ticket is concerned. So you can identify very quickly and easily by the color of the text what the status is for that specific utility company. The last thing to discuss is what you can do if a utility company doesn't provide a positive response back to you and you want to find out what the status is of your locates, or if you get out to your work site and you see that some companies actually have not located by your start date and time. A couple things you can do is you can try to contact the utility company directly yourself. As I talked about before, there are phone numbers here next to the members notified list, as well as over here to the right of the positive response. That phone number, generally speaking, will go to a utility company locator or the locating side of the utility company itself. And you can try to get your status that way to find out if the area has been marked out for that specific company. If you get out to your work site and your start date and time is passed and you see that some companies have not located by your start date and time, you can file what's called a no-show relocate. A no-show relocate allows you to explain to our person who has not responded by your start date and time, and we will send only that company or those companies that did not respond a copy of that relocate so they can get back out there real quick and locate your facilities so you can begin your work. In closing, I wanted to clarify some confusion we have seen regarding positive response. Positive response is simply an informational tool to assist excavators by providing them the locate status of their markings at their work site. Positive response does not correspond to a utility's responsibility to locate their facilities. For example, seeing a response of not participating does not absolve that company from locating their facilities. It only means they are choosing not to provide locate status back to Digger's Hotline. If utilities have facilities in your work site, they have to locate those facilities by your start date and time. I hope you found this video useful, and I thank you for watching.